So in this section, let's talk about the StatsBomb API. So StatsBomb is a data provider, and they have provided free access to a ton of really good event data through their API. For example, they have all the World Cups, the Euros, they have AFCON from this previous year. They also have a bunch of Champions League years. They have Women's World Cups. They have all of Messi's data. They have the Arsenal Invincibles team. Okay, they have all their matches and data. So there's really a ton of data that we can use, and we're actually going to be using them to do a lot of our visualizations. So kind of knowing your way around the StatsBomb API is very useful. And if you're just trying to learn football analytics, this is a great piece of data that is just free. They even have, in some places, they have their StatsBomb 360 data, which allows you to see more than just, the single player. It gives more context, so you can play around with that as well. So to get started with their API, we're going to import a package that you installed earlier with the requirements.txt file. It's called StatsBomb Pi. So if we say from StatsBomb Pi, import SB, so StatsBomb, the submodule we're going to be using. So go ahead and run that. And then basically they have it broken into competitions, matches, and then data, essentially. So to access the data, we need to also know the competition, or we need to know the specific match ID in their database to extract the data we want. So to see a list of all the competitions, if you just say sb.competitions, like this shows you all of the competitions. So they have a competition ID and then a season ID. So this first one is for Germany. It's in the Bundesliga. This one is for Africa Cup of Nations. So from the AFCON, Champions League, Europa League, Women's Euro, Women's World Cup, okay? So these are just some of the competitions. It looks like they have 71 different competitions and seasons inside of this open data. So if we want to get more information about a competition and see what the matches are inside of that competition, we just need to use this competition ID and this season ID. So we'll say sb.matches. So this is how we can see all the matches of a competition. We say sb.matches competition ID equals, and we're going to do the AFCON. We'll say competition ID equals 1267, and then we'll say season ID equals, it's 107, like that. So now we have all of the matches inside of a specific competition. What this has is it has this match ID right here, which is how we can then go and get the exact event data for this match. So if we wanted to, we'll just use the final. Yes, this is the final from AFCON between Nigeria and the Côte d'Ivoire. We copy this match ID, and then if we come down, we can just create another one. We'll say sb.events, and then match underscore ID equals, and then just plug in that number from that right there. And then we'll say .head 10. So essentially what this is going to do is this is going to go and get the data that you need and return it in it's called a pandas data frame. So it's essentially going to return it in a big CSV looking format, right? Like this. And there we go. We now have all of that data. It returns 89 columns. It definitely has more rows than just 10, but we're just showing the first 10 by saying .head 10. So this is kind of just the basics of the StatsBomb API. We can do more with this. Let's say we wanted to go and get all of the data for a specific competition. We have to loop over and make an API call for every match inside of a competition. So we say all matches equals and then an empty list, and then we can loop over this match ID column right here. So let's go back down and we'll say all matches and then for match ID in sb.matches and then competition ID equals, it was 1267, and then our season ID was 107 equals 107. and then do dot match ID like this. So we're saying for match ID, we're going to loop over every single match ID in the match ID column, essentially. And then we're just going to say temp match equals, and then we're going to call the events. So we'll say sb.events, and then say match underscore ID equals our temporary value of match ID in our for loop. So we'll say match ID equals match ID. And then since we're creating this list of all matches, we'll say all matches dot append our temporary match like that. So go ahead and run that. It's probably going to take a minute. So if you need to, pause the video. Okay, so once that is downloaded, essentially we have downloaded every match and all of the data within a match of a competition, okay? So we can create all of these and put them into one big data frame like we were mentioning. So we'll import a package called pandas. We'll say import pandas as PD, and then we'll just say df equals pd.concat, and then do all matches. So this is going to combine all of the matches into one big data frame. And so now if you do df.player.unique like this, unique, spell it right, you can see we have all of the different players from the entire competition who have data in the games. So this is a lot, but for example, there's Jonathan Bamba right here. Is a common name that a lot of people know. Pape Sarr, Sadio Mane, Ismail, I can never say his first name, but Sarr, Nicolas Pepe, Nicolas Jackson. Let's say we just wanted all the data for Jonathan Bamba right here. So if you copy his name, and then we can just say df equals df. This isn't really anything to do with StatsBomb. This is more filtering df. And then we'll say player like this is equal to, and then just put in Jonathan Bamba like that. And now essentially what we have is we have just all of the data for Jonathan Bamba. So we say df.head like this. We now have every single row where Jonathan Bamba is the player. If we do df.shape, we can look at the actual shape of the data frame. So we have 190 rows of 109 columns. So that's basically all there is to the StatsBomb API. We just use it to extract data, and it's important to know how we're going to get this data because we are going to be using this data quite a bit when crafting our visualizations. So that's it for StatsBomb. Let's move on to the next data source.